This is a pre-made activity for NSPIRE. So I'm going to do this balancing equations activity that I found on the TI education page. So we're going to move to 1.2 like it says. So there's a little blurb. Equation solving is all about balance, finding the value of x that ensures the value of the left side of the equation is equal to the value on the right side. So over the course of the next few pages, we're going to solve for x both using equations on a graph as well as algebraically. So this graph wants me to solve 3x minus 5 equals to x plus 1. So right here you can see that my blue line is x plus 1 since it intersects the y-axis at positive 1. And the green line is equal to 3x minus 5 because it intersects the y-axis at negative 5. So in order to solve for x, I want to use these arrows to increase or decrease my x value until the 2 points intersect. So if I increase my x values for both equations and do it until it intersects, we can see that the x value should be equal to 3 and the equations are balanced. So now we want to solve the equation that we just did step by step algebraically. So if I push enter, how to simplify 3x minus 5 equals x plus 1. So our first step is we want to add 5. So then it moves it over and simplifies it to 3x equals x plus 6. So we're okay with that. So the next step, in order to get the x's isolated, is we want to minus x from the right side to the left side. So we want to minus x. Okay? And it's going to simplify it to 2x equals 6. So our last step to get x by itself is divide by 2. And x is equal to 3, which we found as the same value when we intersected the lines on the graphing page previous. So if we want to do it again, we have 5x minus 6 is equal to x minus 4. So if we move the x values until the two lines intersect, we see that our x value is equal to 0.5. So if we solve this algebraically, we can do the same thing. So the first step in order to solve this algebraically is we want to add 6. So let's add 6 to our equation. And it simplifies it to 5x equals x plus 2. So now our next step is to get the x's to one side. So in order to keep this positive, we're going to minus an x from the right side and minus an x from the left side. And it simplifies it to 4x equals to 2. So last thing we need to do to get x by itself is divide by 4. And we see the solution to be 1/2 or 0.5 like we found on the previous page by intersecting the two graphs. And that's how we can use NSPIRE to show both graphically and algebraically how to solve two equations to find the x values and balance them.